All right, D1. Let's go ahead and talk about two of your mixtapes. Still We Rise and I Am Who I Am.
All right, Still We Rise and I Am Who I Am. Those were the first mixtapes that I did seriously as a solo artist. I did one way before that called It's Only the Beginning, but that was like super like low budget. That's like only about 30 people have that tape, you know what I'm saying? So I consider Still We Rise the first tape I did when I was really conscious of the fact that I want to make it as a rapper. You know? I Am Who I Am was just being bored in my dorm room, you know, just doing whatever, having fun. But Still We Rise set the foundation for me because on LSU's campus I started to build my fan base, and people knew me as the little guy who would walk around campus, hand out his mixtapes to everyone, you know, try to sell them, get a dollar or something like that, make my money back. So that type of stuff really set my foundation, and that's the first time I started doing shows, you know, on campus talent shows. I would go across town to Southern University in Baton Rouge, do talent shows, things of that nature. So that was cool. I Am Who I Am, I put that out after I graduated college. And I put that out really feeling like, you know what, this is the one I'm going to use to stamp myself in the hip-hop game and possibly get signed off putting this mixtape out. That's how I felt. So I put a lot into it. I put a whole bunch of songs on there, probably too many songs, because I was just so excited. I put almost 30 songs on there, you know. And from that mixtape, that's what really catapulted me to be able to put out David and Goliath, which was my album. But I Am Who I Am solidified me. It stamped it. Like, this dude has real songs that can be hits, and he can really spit. He's lyrical, you know, and he's just different. So that's what I Am Who I Am did.
How many heavy hitters have you worked with?
How many heavy hitters have I worked with? As far as artists or producers?
As far as artists.
As far as artists? Well, I've worked with most of the big artists from out of New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? In some way, shape, or form. There was a Freedom Land song that we did in like 2006. That was a real good look for me because it actually allowed me to work with a lot of the people who were making noise in the city at the time. So I worked with, you know, several artists on that project. In addition to that, to be honest with you, I'll be all the way real. I'm at a point right now where a lot of the bigger artists in the city and in the game, they know who D1 is now because they see the noise that I'm making. They've seen, you know, my video has gotten on MTV. They've seen me performing, or I'm doing the same type of shows they're doing. But as far as that translating into us working together, it hasn't done that yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to it doing that. But I know that in order for it to make sense for them, they want to look at me probably as their equal. You know what I'm saying? Because if I look at you as my equal, it's probably way easier for me to do a song with you or to do a collab with you. But if I look at you as someone down here who just wants to use me for my name, it'll be a lot harder. So I understand how the game goes, so I don't even get mad, you know? Like, not at all. Like, I'm not mad. Everything I've done so far has been without that. So when I get that, it'll be an added bonus.
Phone call you got. One day, just all of a sudden, you get a phone call from Manny Fresh. What's up with that?
Yeah, one day I was in, where was I at? I think I was in Walmart with my grandmother making groceries, and phone rang, and I didn't know the number, so I didn't answer. You know, like that's the crazy part. So I saw they left a voicemail, so I checked the voicemail, and it was Manny Fresh calling me. And the ironic part is, I met him about 2.5, almost 3 years earlier. I met him in AutoZone, and I gave him my CD, and I was excited. I was like, man, I might get with Manny Fresh, you know what I'm saying? I met him, he was just with his son, so I was like, this is the perfect opportunity to talk to him, and he never called me after that, never called me. So, you know, I was heartbroken, but with that being said, I think I just kept making noise and kept getting my buzz bigger and bigger. I put out I Am Who I Am, and I did a song on I Am Who I Am called Manny Fresh. And it talked about the first time we met in AutoZone. He heard that song, he heard the rest of the mixtape, and he liked it enough to call me and just let me know that he appreciated the music I was making. He looked forward to working with me and helping open some doors if he could. So that was a big turning point in my career, because once I got that phone call, nobody could tell me anything. I don't really care if you say, I don't care if you say you don't think I can make it. Manny Fresh said I could, so who are you? You know? That's how I feel. So it's cool, man. Manny is a great dude, and we're gonna be working together real soon.